I've been talking to you guys about the eclipses of spring of 2025, but I want to give you a sneak peek into what's coming up with the eclipses in the fall of 2025 because I've told you with eclipses we're looking at a 6-month time span, and so there's a lot of revelations that will be coming out 6 months from now. The fall of 2025 is arguably not just eclipse season, it's a cosmic turning point. It's going to be a time of endings, revelations, and reckonings. This September is going to be a powerful time where we have eclipses in Pisces and Virgo. It'll reshape the way that we see truth, the nation, and leadership. What's coming? Let's dive in. First up, we're going to have the total lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th. It's not just any full moon or an eclipse, it's a blood moon. It's bringing a moment of clarity and karmic exposure. In the US, this is going to hit the United States natal third house, having to do with communications, media, information. What does this mean? Well, as I've been saying for quite some time now, and here we go again, we're going to have another energy all the way into September where there's going to be massive revelations having to do with mainstream media, news, journalism, politics, and the fight between truth and propaganda is going to intensify. Stories that have maybe been hidden or suppressed or denied, probably going to come out during that time, possibly having more whistleblowers and more government leaks and more misinformation scandals. So, this is very likely going to take center stage this fall in September. People are going to realize that what they maybe thought was real actually isn't. Now, just 2 weeks later, we're going to have a partial solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st. And this will land in the United States natal 10th house, having to do with government and leadership and corporations. It has to do with authority, power, the status quo. And so this is not just about policy. It's about who is holding on to the power and the control and who's losing it. So just like in the spring, when I said there's probably going to be some political reckonings where you see people stepping down from power and other people rising up, right? I said that with the solar eclipse in Aries for March 29th. Well, yet again, we see more of this because these are cycles, by the way. And we just continue to see more of it, right? So it's not a one and done. We're looking at about a year and a half of these energies continuing to we didn't get you the first time, we're going to do another sweep through. And we didn't get you the second time, we're going to do another sweep through. And this is all in the context of that South Node in Virgo, which is forcing government accountability, whether they like it or not. And of course, this is going to play a key role in economic instability, particularly in the job market, job disruptions, and definitely shaking up trust with the public. That's absolutely going to happen and continue to happen because we're talking about Virgo at a final degree, at a breaking point, marking the end of an era in leadership and the beginning of something completely new. These two eclipses between Virgo and Pisces in September are working together, first exposing truth and then demanding action upon it. America's at a crossroads between illusion and accountability. The question is, will enough Americans see clearly enough to change course in a positive, constructive direction, or will they self-destruct? Because like I said before, when we're talking about eclipse season, we're talking about holy shifts. We're talking about course corrections. We're talking about things not being the same again. So brace yourself for eclipse season, fall 2025. It's going to be one for the history books.